The following is a special presentation of 18 WJTS Sports. This is Indiana High School basketball here on 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, DuBois County Tire, and Ubalor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota. It's time to settle in, as tip-off is moments away.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos. And tonight the Wildcats are on the road for a long road trip down I-64 to take on the New Albany Bulldogs. The Wildcats and the Bulldogs both at 10-4. Jasper out a big victory last night in overtime over Northeast DuBois, while New Albany traveled to Evansville North to take on the Huskies, but defeated them by 18, 75-57. Jason, just real quickly, obviously, of course, Northeast DuBois, fine ball club with a nice victory for Jasper last night. But we got a whole different ball game here when it comes to style, and Jasper takes on New Albany tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's it'll be an entirely different game tonight than what we had last night. It's always fun to come down here and play always, a New Albany team that's year in, year out. It's very respectable, so it's a lot of fun.
And their victory, they have four losses, but to very, very high quality opponents like Plainfield, Lawrence, North Fishers, and Silver Creek. New Albany controls the tap. Wildcats with a little bit of a difference. Starting lineup tonight is Riley Foy is sitting now with somewhat of a neck strain injury that was suffered on Friday night against Northeast DuBois. The Bulldogs draw first blood, as you see, with Noah Washington draining the three-pointer. So we got Reese McKee, Noah Washington, Carson Stoudemire, TJ Washington, and Seth Winslow on the floor for New Albany. Jasper with Logan Day, Max Butel, Levi Klaus, Jalen Manners, and Kenyon Lamont will get the start in place of Riley Foy. Bulldogs, very young ball club, as they have a senior, two juniors, a sophomore, and the freshman, and Carson Stoudemire, a 6'2 freshman amongst the lineup for the Bulldogs, coached by Jason Jones. Jasper with their first possession. They are trailing at 3-0. Mainers turns around and he misses a shot. Ball out of bounds, and it will belong to the Bulldogs.
Jasper showed a lot of patience there, and I think that's something that's going to be very important tonight. To run our offense, be patient. The more patient you can be, it cuts down on the opportunities that New Albany has to have the ball.
So the Bulldogs with the basketball, leading it 3-0. Here's another three-point shot, and that one falls for TJ Washington. So the Bulldogs quickly jump out to a 6-0 lead. 2 for 2 from three-point land are the Bulldogs in their first two possessions. Pressure by the Bulldogs as Kraus gets it across the timeline. Here is Lamont. Kenyon holds high. Hands it off over here to Logan. Excellent vantage point over the floor here at New Albany. One of my favorite press rows to come to, I will say.
Yeah, I like it too.
Missed shot by the Wildcats, and quickly down the floor is Stoudemire, and the freshman draws the foul. And the foul is going to be called, it looks like, on Butel. Max is first. Floater shot is up and in, and the Bulldogs are out to a hot start here, Jason, to start this ball game, aren't they? I believe 3 for 3.
3 for 3 tonight, so we're going to have to pick up our defense here a little bit. New Albany's running their typical, they like to put a little pressure on teams and speed them up a little bit.
Play in their own hands.
Yeah,
their game.
That's exactly right. And from Jasper's standpoint, you got to do what you do, and that's break the press, slow down, run your offense. They're going to run and jump and fly around, and you got to be able to handle that.
Foul is called on Levi Klaus, his first and second team foul for Jasper. Down low, hook shot falls, and New Albany can't miss. Seth Winslow hits that one, and John Gable calls a timeout. 10-0 is our score. Bulldogs quickly out on top. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on remaining new 2025 models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough and powerful Tacoma pickup and the popular versatile RAV4 SUV. Available now and priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Well, we're less than 2 minutes into this contest, Jason, and all of a sudden we're down 10-0.
Yeah. Like we were talking, you blink and you're down 10-0 already. So we just got to take care of the basketball, and you know that they're gonna fly at you. They're gonna do everything they can to try to disrupt you.
Ooh, three-point shot is blocked by Reese McKee from Logan Day, but the Cats maintain possession. It's just a matter of all the, well, there's a turnover right there. I was just going to say, right now it's just a matter of maintaining your composure, as Coach Gable with a quick 30-second timeout probably pretty much told them that.
Yeah, and you know, you're playing against a bunch of athletic kids tonight that, you know, you can't simulate that in practice, and it makes it tough. You know, and also you prepared for Du Bois probably most of the week, and on back-to-back nights that second team you don't get a lot of preparation for.
Yeah, as I said, it's just a contrast in styles, as laying it up and in is Seth Winslow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight buckets for New Albany to start this ball game, and 12-0 is our score now, and a steal. And a layup and in. Reese McKee has his first two, and 4 of the 5 starters from New Albany have at least one bucket, and a 14-0 lead as a result. And another timeout is called. This one is a full second timeout, Jasper. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Well, the Wildcats find themselves down now 14-0 after yet another timeout. The Bulldogs have 6 straight buckets to start this ball game, resulting in a 14-0 score. As I said, it's just a matter of Jasper just kind of holding their composure here, but the Bulldogs are putting that press on as the Cats do get it up the floor. They stepped out of bounds, yes.
That's 4 turnovers for Jasper, and I mean, you know, obviously the hot start that they got on shooting the ball, compounded with those turnovers, has led to a 14-0 lead for them.
So it's just a recipe for a rough, long night.
Yes.
Here's the Bulldogs with it as Washington deals it over to Noah Washington. And Noah Washington will fire a baseline jumper and score. And he's got 7 points here in the first quarter. 3:27 to go in the first. 16-0 New Albany. In the contest is Thornburg, as you see, with the basketball, along with Jack Levin after that timeout.
I mean, Jasper's obviously going to, as they get a block called there, but they're going to miss Foy's scoring for one thing, obviously, but also the ball handling abilities, you know, with this press.
Reese McKee was called for the blocking foul, and they tried to find Logan down low underneath, but the ball was knocked out of bounds. And Thornburg will inbound the basketball underneath Jasper's basket. Utel Jack Levin on the wing. Here's Mainers, top of the key. Guarded by McKee, and now Day with it.
I remember, years ago when I played, you play teams like this and you see an opening and you think you've got an opportunity. There's a nice move by Levin, but you see an opening and you think you've got it, and the next thing you know, somebody's in there stealing a pass. Or
now on the other end of the floor is a basket by Noah Washington, and he is fouled. And Washington with his 9th point here in the first quarter, as we got number 10 coming in the lineup, as well as number 23 for the Bulldogs, Ashton McKee and Braxton Mayfield. Meanwhile, Washington picks up his 10th point with that free throw.
New Albany hasn't missed a shot yet.
No, they haven't. We don't normally keep track of a lot of that. There's a scoop layup, no good by Mainers. 19-2 is the score. There's a steal by the Cats, chasing after the loose ball, and the Bulldogs come up with it. As Ashton McKee, three-point shot is no good by Noah Washington. (19-2) is the score. Mainers tries to put the shot up, but he is highly contested. He was the last to touch it, and the basketball will belong to New Albany. Bulldogs with the basketball, 1:40 to go in the first.
Jasper looks like they've switched to some sort of a zone defense. I'm not sure what it is yet, but
nice effort by Jack Levin, but to no avail. The ball will go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulldogs. Butel, Levin, Mainers, Thornburg, and Day on the floor for the Cats. Ashton McKee, a wish though, and over the back they call, or palming, I mean to say, just so.
You don't see that very often anymore.
No, that's right. I mean, I tell you, I was thinking about it. Last night, and I watched the replay this morning of the DuBois game, and I'll tell you what, I saw more traveling violations called last night. I've probably seen in about the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It seemed like, at least.
Yeah, there was.
Levin on the baseline. Butel tries to find Mainers down low. The ball is knocked away.
That's just a tough pass. I mean, that's a bounce pass from, nice pass.
Layup is no good. And coming up with a Thornburg, and he'll quickly bring it up the floor. Hands it off and up and in to Logan Day for the bucket. 19-4 is the score. Dogs with the lead over the Cats. Long three-point shot is no good by Noah Washington. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Jasper.
Looks like New Albany's pretty well got the green light when they cross half court to fire up anything. So.
Well, at this point, why not?
Well, it's true. I mean, he was literally on the volleyball line when he shot that one.
Here's Kenny Lamond. Pulls up his dribble. Day out in the backcourt. Guarded by Mayfield. Here's Levin out to Lamond. Mainers pumps a three, and he'll miss that shot. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Half-court shot is way off the mark, no good by Carson Stoudemire. And that will bring us to the end of a long first quarter of play with a score New Albany 19, Jasper 4. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on 18 WJTS.
Southern Indiana Propane recognizes the hard work and dedication that our student athletes put forth to prepare to play their best in representation of our schools. The team at Southern Indiana Propane works to be tough on safety and easy on the pocketbook for our customers. When it comes to safety, we are the most stringent in the area because we want to do all we can to help our customers have confidence that their energy choice is a safe and efficient low-carbon option that is reliable and ready when you are. Propane, energy for everyone.
Well, we head to the second quarter of action. 19-4 is our score, Jason, with the Wildcats obviously off to a slow start with the Bulldogs, who are just firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, they are. We just got to play with composure tonight. We got to do a little bit better here in the second quarter moving forward.
Jasper will have the basketball to start the second period of play.
New Albany plays a man-to-man, but they do a lot of switching.
Day tries to take it to the hole, but he will draw the foul. So that'll put him at the line tonight. So Logan will have 2 free throws coming. He's got 2 points so far tonight. He hits that first one. Day with 3, 19-5, New Albany. Second one is good. Draws a little iron. Day with 4, 19-6, Bulldogs. He will work it in the backcourt. Jasper in his own there.
Yeah, they are. They're in a 1-3-1 zone.
Inside, up and in is Noah Washington for his 12th point. So he's got 12 of the 21 points for the Bulldogs here in this contest. Turnaround shot gets the roll and finally falls through for Jalen Mainers for his first 2. 21-8. 3-point shot is off the mark, no good by TJ Washington. Cash Kendall in the lineup for the Cats, brought it up. Shot up and in, and a foul by Logan Day. Day with a nice drive there. As the foul will be called on Carson Stoudemire. His second foul of the quarter here for the Dogs. Utel will check back in for Lemon, while Logan Day goes to the line with the free throw coming. Day's got 6. And this one will not fall. Tip up, rebound, New Albany. McKee. Noah Washington. Washington shoots and fires and scores. Noah Washington is the man tonight. 14 points already, 14 of their 23 here in the second quarter.
And he had 22 last night, so, he obviously can score.
And missing that shot is Logan Day. Only a minute in, or 2 minutes, I should say, into the second quarter. Cats come up with it on the missed cue by the Bulldogs. Here's a 3-point shot, no good by Kendall. Down the floor go the Dogs. And Noah Washington looking for.
He saw somebody open in the third row back there.
Well, he was looking for Carson Stoudemire, but instead he got that nice lady and a little baby there in the in the third row, and they're like, take this baby and get
this baby out of safety.
Exactly, to safety. That'd be a dangerous spot down there. Okay. 23-10, New Albany. Jasper with the basketball. Here is Mainers, but he will draw the foul. So Jalen will go to the line to shoot 2. He's got 2 points. as Jaden Sharp will, well, about ready to come in for the first time for the Bulldogs, as Mainers will said shoot 2. First one is good. Here comes Sharp, as well as Parker Ernie for the Wildcats. One more coming for Jalen. Hard on that one off the back of the rim, and what do we have here?
Lane violation.
Okay, so Mainers will have another crack at it.
I'm not sure who they called it on, number 11, I think, but that's two times in 2 nights that we've seen a lane violation.
Last night was at a very critical time as Mainers misses that opportunity. Nice hustle by Parker Ernie, who just checked in, and but to no avail. He will be the last to touch it, and the Bulldogs will have the basketball. (23-11) is the score.
That spot right there is the one on the baseline, are the ones that we have to be aware of because of the way that zone's set up. That baseline shot is going to be the one that, wow.
Long 3-point basket from about 30 feet out from the new man in town, Jaden Sharp. Sharp just checked into the contest, and he was not shy of firing that rock up.
No.
And he's got his first 3. Here's a 3-pointer on the other end by Logan Day, which doesn't fall.
He looked like he got fouled after the shot.
Yeah. 3-point shot is good by Karsten Stoudemire. Stoudemire, I believe is what they pronounce it on the public address.
Ooh.
Indeed.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, you think you're open and you look like it, but then at the last minute it closes up.
Jalen Mainers with his second bucket. He's got 5. 29-13 is the score. Long 3-point shot is no good by McKee. Mainers drive, scoops it up, no good, and an offensive foul is going to be called. Taking the charge is Jaden Sharp. Mainers with the player control foul, his first of the night. Actually, was it Day? No, I mean, they got Day on the scoreboard. They as I say,
it was 51, not
51,
5.
not 5. Yeah, as I say, they have 5. And the public address announcer did say Day.
He did?
Yes, he did, but that couldn't have been. That was Mainers.
Well, maybe they gave it to Day then, but yeah. Mainers is the one that had the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he's the one that drove to whatever. All right, so that shot is missed, and Butel brings it up the floor, and it's stolen away by T.J. Washington. Here comes New Albany. Sharp fires, misses this one. Mainers with the rebound. He will take it all the way and lay it up and in. Mainers has 7 points all here in the second quarter. And he gets that rebound, and here he goes again. Deals it over to Levin. Jack up and no good. And a timeout, New Albany. Bulldogs called timeout with 2:52 to go in the second quarter. 29-15 is our score. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on select new Chevrolet models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough, dependable Silverado pickup, the comfortable and versatile Equinox, and the fun, fuel-efficient Trax, all priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Well, after the New Albany timeout, the score is 29-15, but it's the Wildcats right now outscoring the Bulldogs, Jason, at this point here in the second.
Yeah, like we were talking off the air a little bit, you know, you just got to stay with it. You got to keep it within distance of striking distance, because New Albany looks like the type of team that they're not going to quit shooting.
Right.
Outside shots. They
way you put it, shooting themselves out of the game.
They can shoot you right back in the game.
Whoa! Even a lay and a slam by Noah Washington, but it may be a technical as a result of it. He hung on that rim for a long time. So does he still get credit for the bucket?
Yes.
Okay, so he'll get credit for the bucket, and that will be his 16th point. But, wow.
For a sophomore, that's pretty impressive.
He definitely got up. I didn't get to see where the feed was, but he is being talked to by the official, and right now, yeah, exactly. I was like, just get away. The technical foul is called, and did he hit the first?
Yes.
Okay, so Mainers, who is shooting the free throws, did nail the first. Second one is good. So Mainers.
And he gets Washington gets a personal foul on that.
Okay, so Washington does get nailed for the personal. That will be his first. Actually, his second is what you say on the scoreboard.
I was going to say, the scoreboard says 2. But
okay, so I missed one apparently. So Jasper now with a 31-17 deficit. And they have the basketball with a chance to cut it to, well, 11 if they could. Here's a shot up and no good by Logan Day. Cross court over to Mayfield.
Ooh, we got a break there because I was watching that. He didn't step out of bounds, but the official said he did.
Well,
we'll take it, though.
We'll take it, yeah. I'm not going to argue.
At this point, we have to take any advantage we get.
31-17 is our score. Levin. Ernie. Three-point shot is no good by Ethan Thornburg. Well, the Cats trying, with barrage of threes here, trying to, like I said, work themselves back into this contest. And out of bounds, it'll belong to the Wildcats as Ashton McKee unable to handle that pass. A little rough for him.
I don't have Jasper hitting a three-pointer yet tonight.
No, that is not the case. You're right.
I have Mo for 6, which is
Logan Day with a pair of buckets, as Mainers with 3 buckets, and Jack Levin with 1. Jasper is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 from the line, resulted in their 17 points. Mainers' shot is off, no good. Reese McKee quickly brings it up, tries to take it coast to coast, does it, and a foul. Nice drive all the way from one end to the floor to the other by Reese McKee. Foul is going to be called on, looks like Ernie.
There's no excuse for that. That's just a lack of not getting back and ready to play defense when the guy can dribble all the way from coast to coast, as they say.
He did go from the Pacific to the Atlantic, or vice versa. And that shot is no good, that free throw that is, as McKee misses a free throw. It's 33-17 is the score. Mainers loses the handle, and coming up with it and take it down the floor is Mayfield. And McKee now will bring it out. 1 minute to go in the first half. Three-point shot is way off the mark, no good, air ball. Tell. Mainers stops, fires, and misses the shot, no good, and Reese McKee with the long rebound. For Ashton McKee, over to Noah Washington. Noah drives, puts it up, no good, and Jalen Mainers with the basketball, 34 seconds. Down the other side of the floor, offensive foul is going to be called as Logan Day drove to the bucket, but will draw the player control foul. Called against him, that is. That'll be his second. So 33-16 is their score. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Albany will slowly bring it up and just probably finish out this half with a 17-point lead.
That's surprising that they don't.
Yeah.
Shows a little composure out of them, but.
At least McKee draws a foul, but the Cats had one to give.
And that's exactly what they did because Butel grabbed his shirt.
Mm-hmm. Max, as a result, picks up his second foul, though.
Yeah.
8 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, and a steal by Butel as Aaron pass. Levin takes it all the way up and lays it in at the buzzer. Jack Levin scores his second bucket. He's got 4 points here at halftime, and we are at halftime with the score New Albany 33, Jasper 18. So right now, Jason, I mean, just I don't know if you say regroup or what have you, but how do you kind of focus at this point of this contest? Where do you go from here?
Well, you know, like we were talking, you have to talk to these kids and tell them you got to slow this game down. You know, not only physically but mentally, you have to get it under control. Because right now, you know, I mean, the second quarter was a little bit better. I mean, obviously, New Albany got out to a fiery start. We did a better job this quarter. You know, we scored 4 points in the first quarter and then scored 14 in the second for the 18 that we got. But, you know, I've got us for 10 turnovers, and you know that's brought up by New Albany's defense, forcing us into doing things that we're not comfortable doing. So I think that's probably what Coach Gable will talk about at halftime.
So we are at halftime here at New Albany High School with the Wildcats behind to the New Albany Bulldogs by the score 33-18. We'll be back with the second half after this on 18 WJTS.
Contact Maringer Plumbing, Heating and Air at 812-482-4425. That's 812-482-4425. Located at 723 3rd Avenue in Jasper.
It's hard to stop a train.
High School for the second half of play here on 18 WJTS. The score is 33-18 as the scoreboard says, but consensus right now up here on Press Road, Jason, between you and I and Coach Gobert and Chris. We all got 19, you know, but we noticed down on the scoreboard, Jasper scorekeeper Kenny Wolf and the New Albany scorekeeper discussing it, but right now they still show 18 on the board.
Yeah, I got us 5 of 7 from the free throw line.
Yep.
And 7 of 13 from twos. So
that would give Jalen Mainers was the one I believe I have a 3 for 4 from the line with 9 points. That would give it 19 for Jasper, but
yeah,
well,
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but hopefully it doesn't come down to 1 point.
We'll see what happens, but anyway, we're underway here in the second half of basketball. Right now it's 33-18 as the score. New Albany will have the first possession.
Looks like they've switched. Jasper switched to a 1-2-2 zone now.
Jasper with their original starting 5 to start the second half, as is New Albany. 3-point shot is short and no good. Rebound Bulldogs. Winslow had it. McKee out to Washington. Noah Washington misses. Tipped up by McKee is no good. Mainers comes down with the board. So Dave, Butel, Klaus, Mainers, and Lamont. Lamont having some trouble getting across the timeline. He'll fire a pass over to Butel. He'll put it up off the glass and lay it in. Max Butel, Butel with the basket, I should say, his first 2 of the night. 33-20 is the score. I was going to say, what's that?
I don't know. It's like they're trying to get their guys in the positions they want them in, but
You're up by 13, though, and that gets 15 now as Noah Washington, who had 16 first half points, now has 18. Logan feeds it off to Mainers and lays it up and in. Mainers has his 10th point, or maybe 11th. 35-22 is the score. I'm just going to go ahead and say 11. Layup is no good. Follow-up shot is no good by Noah Washington. As I said, Washington with 16 first half points. He's now got 18. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 4 points at halftime by Reese McKee. 3 by Stoudemire. Washington hits the first of 2. 3 points by TJ Washington. Seth Winslow with 4. And 3 points by Jaden Sharp. And that long three-pointer he had right when he first came into the contest. Meanwhile, Noah Washington picks up his 20th point on a pair of free throws. Ball is stolen away by TJ Washington, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulldogs.
We can't have many turnovers like that if we're going to fight our way back into this.
15-point differential on the scoreboard. Wildcats trail 37-22. Reese McKee in the backcourt. 3-point shot is up and in by TJ Washington.
New Albany does a good job on offense when we're playing that zone. They keep everything spread, and it makes it hard for us to guard all those guys.
Here on the other way, the ball is stolen away by Reese McKee. On the other end is Noah Washington for the basket. And Noah Washington has 22 points. And it's a 20-point score with 5 minutes to go. 42-22 is the score. We'll be back after this.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music!
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
Back at the New Albany High School Gymnasium, 42-22 is the score. Jasper down by 20. Now under the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. After a timeout, Cats having trouble bringing up. The ball is stolen away. Over the back and a slam. Noah Washington's got 24 points. He has outscored the Wildcats as a team at this point. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called as Seth Winslow got Butel in the face. And he comes over and says, sorry, buddy.
With his foot.
I know, kidding. And that's his second.
And I mean, it was definitely inadvertent.
Right, of course, yeah. But
and he did try to apologize to him.
Oh, he went right up to it and said, my bad, dude. And,
I'm sure it didn't make Max's face feel any better.
No kidding. Well, Max deals it over to Klaus. Levi out to Lamont. 4:19 to go in the third. 44-22. Jasper down by 22. Klaus out to Lamont. Under 4 minutes now in the third.
They just make it very tough to get an open shot with the way they switch. They're very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like they're
a team that's just in a whole different world when it comes.
Yeah, they are. I mean they
bump. Nope.
And that's a freshman. Number 3 is a freshman.
I know.
And he's out there just wailing away.
Here's a three-point shot up and in by Logan Day.
That's the first three-pointer of the night for Jasper.
9 points for Day. Three-pointer is good. Answering the other end is TJ Washington for his third three-pointer, second here in the quarter. He's got 9. New Albany, 47-25. Mainers inside the circle, turns around, fires, and doesn't get it to fall. Noah Washington with the board. Jumper is good by Seth Winslow. He's got 6. 49-25. 24-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Mainers cuts into that with that basket. Jalen has 13 to lead the Wildcats in scoring tonight. 9 in the second quarter alone. Jumper is good. Carson Stoudemire.
They just make it look easy. I mean,
Stoudemire with the basket. 2 minutes to play in the third. And a steal. Look out. Here we go. And laying it down and finishing the job is Noah Washington. And a timeout is called. 53-27 is our score. Back after this on 18 WJTS.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a Good Time Gold Saturday morning.
Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
53-27 is our score after the slam dunk set up by TJ Washington to Noah Washington, giving him 26 points. Compared to the Wildcats, 27 as a team. 53-27 New Albany with the lead. The new faces in for the Bulldogs, including Xavier Harvey, big 6'7" kid, and Mainers hits that basket. 15 points for the Wildcat junior, 53-29. Minute 20 to go in the third. Shot is good. 33, thank you. And that was Grubbs with the basket, his first 2. Mainers fires, and that one is short. Under a minute to go now in the third. Here's Grubbs in the corner, deals it out to McKee. McKee drives it down the lane, swatted away by Mainers, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulldogs. 39 seconds to go now in the third. Harvey, shot up and gets the roll. Xavier Harvey off the bench. Saw him play a little bit during the junior varsity contest, by the way, and now he's playing here as a junior in the varsity game, and he gets his first basket. Butel pumps a 3 and hits. So Max Butel nails the first, actually, I should say the second three-pointer for the Wildcats tonight here in the third. 5 seconds. Laying it up and in at the buzzer is Ashton McKee for his first 2. So the Wildcats trail 59-32 after 3. We'll be back after this.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on remaining new 2025 models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough and powerful Tacoma pickup and the popular versatile RAV4 SUV. Available now and priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Back for the fourth and final period of play here tonight at New Albany High School. Carey, Schneider, Jeremy Marcos, and Jason Stamm. As Jason, the Wildcats find themselves down by a huge deficit. But as you mentioned earlier, we're probably going to see a lot of new bodies. In fact, 5 new players just shot off the bench for the Bulldogs. Here is a 3-point shot, is no good by Cash Kendall. Shot laid up and in by Studemeyer. Studemeyer picks up his 7th point. Has set a whole new.
New Albany called a timeout just to get the subs in.
So all their starters now will finish the night as it looks, leading at 61-32. 29-point lead for the Bulldogs. Dornberg out. Lamond. Ernie, nice muscle shot there. So Ernie picks up his first 2. 61-34. Ball stolen away by Cash Kendall. Cash will bring it up. Dornberg to Levin. Jack puts it up the glass and in. See how Jasper responds here and taking advantage a little bit now with a whole different setup here for Bulldogs. I mean, right now, it's, obviously the hole's pretty deep. 25 points is the differential. There's a shot up and no good by Tanner Garman. And there's a steal. Sharp loses the handle, and Jasper has it. Long three-pointer is no good as Harvey comes down with the board. Under 6 minutes to play. Three-point shot is no good by Corbin Crone.
New Albany's playing a 2-3 zone now.
Fine down low to Ernie. He'll deal it out to Kendall. Looks like Levin with a baseline jumper that does not fall, but a shot is up and in on the rebound by Parker Ernie, and he'll draw the foul. So Parker picks up his second bucket. He's got 4, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play here. Now New Albany looks like they're bringing back in some of their starters.
One of them.
At least one of them, yeah. Vince Baker was one of the players that had come off the bench, but now he sits down.
Actually, they don't have any starters in there now. 10's a different one. He looks like one of the other ones, but he's not.
Ernie nails the free throw. He's got 5. 61-39 is their score. 5:15 to go. Grubbs in the backcourt. He'll drive, pull up, look. McKee now with it. Ashton, that is. Back down to Grubbs. Grubbs' fadeaway jumper is good. Nice shot. Grayson Grubbs has his second bucket. He's got 4. 63-39 is our score. 4.5 minutes to play in this ball game. Kenyon, Cash.
Jasper's guards outside need to dribble, penetrate into that zone a little bit and draw those guys there.
Right, that 2-3 zone you're referring to.
It draws guys to them, and then it gets open shots.
Like that one, but it does not fall for Ethan Thornburg. Here's a long three-pointer, is no good. Harvey with the rebound. He cannot get it to fall, and New Albany comes up with it. Three-point shot is no good. Harvey with the rebound. Here's another three-point shot. This one by Sharp, no good. Jasper with it. Ernie deals it out to Kendall, and he'll miss that shot from the corner. McKee will bring it up for the Bulldogs. We'll see some fresh faces now for the Wildcats set to come in as we near the 3-minute mark, including Nicholas Aguilera, among others. And long three-pointer is no good by Corbin Crone. Here come the Wildcats. Kendall up and in. So Cash Kendall picks up his first bucket of the night. 2 points. 63-41. Three-pointer is no good. Wildcats with the basketball. They trail by 22. Here goes Levin up and in. Jack Levin has his 8-point. And a timeout will be called. As we'll have some new faces, as we said, Nicholas Aguilera and Tanner Young. Another one coming in as well, too. Timeout is called with 2:25 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. Jasper down by 20, 63-43. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music.
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
As we're starting to talk about before we went to break, 3 new faces in the lineup for Jasper. Nicholas Aguilera, along with Tanner Young and freshman Braden Boozy. So both teams playing their entire rosters here tonight in a ball game in which New Albany leads by 20, 63-43, Jason, with 2:25 to go. You know, of course, things, obviously with the personnel changes obviously making a difference, but Jasper with it, now 22, as big Xavier Harvey picks up his second bucket. He's got 4, 65-43. New Albany back up on top by 22. And Harvey with the steal. Big guy's doing it all.
Yeah.
Ball up shot is up, no good by Maddox Warren. Warren will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Warren looking for his second point. If he can nail this free throw, and he does. So Maddox Warren, 2 for 2. 67-43 is the score, 150 to play. Out of bounds and belong to the Bulldogs. Well, Jason, I mean, I guess obviously it's just one of those nights.
Yeah.
And I don't know how out of the way you could put it. But as we wind down this last minute 40, you know.
It's just a very good New Albany basketball team.
No question about it. I mean, I'm not going to fault Jasper by any means.
No.
He ran into a buzzsaw tonight with the ball club that is for real. And, you know, by far the best team we're going to see this year.
Yeah.
And in all facets of it, even on their from the reserves, as you can see right there on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, these reserves, you know, they battle against the starters in practice. And that's
when they get out there, they're gonna take their opportunities. Aguilera will bring it up the floor. Nicholas steals it over to Thornburg. Young. Aguilera fires a long three-pointer and nails it. Nicholas Aguilera, the three-point basket. 67-46.
The thing with New Albany, too, is they're so young. You know, I mean, they got.
Oh, I know. Three-point basket. And talking about taking advantage of every opportunity tonight was junior Xavier Harvey, who picks up his 7-point on that three-point basket, 70-46. Young out to Aguilera. He'll fire a number three, and he'll hit. So Nicholas Aguilera with a pair of three-pointers. 6 points for the junior. And that will be the ball game. New Albany all over the Jasper Wildcats tonight, 70-49. Jason, as you know, like I said, I mean, the Cats took their licks tonight, but it's not a matter of fact that Jasper didn't come to play. It was a fact that New Albany, as we said, is the real deal.
Yeah, it's, you know, they were by far the better team out there tonight. You know, yeah, would you like to see a little better fight out of Jasper? Yeah, probably. But, you know, we talked about it a little bit last night at the end of the Du Bois game about how, you know, this is going to be a lot more athletic team tonight than what we saw last night. And it was evident of that, you know, in the first half. New Albany's just, you know, they're very good. I mean, they're going to, you know, they got a chance to do some damage in the tournament, I would think. But, you know, in 4A, there's a lot of good basketball teams in the state of Indiana. And, you know, they got to be one of the, you know, well, I think they're ranked in the top 10, you know, and deservingly so.
Right.
They're just, they're very good. They know what they can do, and they do it very well. You know, and some of this is good for Jasper to, you know, to have to handle that press and the pressure that New Albany put on them. Will we see somebody that does that again? Probably not. Not to the extent that New Albany did tonight. But, you know, it is what it is. You know,
right.
you got to take this lump and you got to try to take some positives out of it. You got to take some things that you need to work on to get better. You know, it doesn't do any good to play teams that you just annihilate night in and night out. You know, teams like this show your weaknesses. You know, and New Albany did a very good job of doing that tonight, exposing those. And it gives you something as a coach to take back to your team and say, hey, we got to get better in these aspects of the game. And, you know, if we want to make a tournament run, and, you know, we have to see how they respond. And you know, next week we've got, I think one game against Heritage Hills on.
No, Thursday.
Right,
that's right.
yeah.
We have next week it's girls basketball sectional this week. So as a result, the boys' schedules are altered for a week. Thursday night, Jasper will be on the road at Bar Reeve, and then on Saturday afternoon at home against Heritage Hills.
Yeah, and you know, that'll be a good test to come back, you know, and play some teams that, you know, we can battle with, and we got to see how we react to that and move forward. You know, this is one of those that when you walk out the door tonight, it's over with, you forget about it, and you worry about what do you have to do as a team to become a better team. Obviously we missed Foy tonight. Would he have made a difference in the game? Yeah, a little, but not enough to affect the outcome of the game. Hopefully, it's an injury that he can overcome. This week with some rest and some treatment on it. And he can come back out next week and be ready to go. So, it is, the score kind of just tells you what it is, and you have to move on.
Well, the score is the story, I guess, and so forth, and as you already said, and we'll just mention it again, move on, and tonight is one day, tomorrow is another, and you start over on Monday after Monday at practice, preparing for Bar Reeve on Thursday.
Yeah, you do, and you have to do whatever you need to do to overcome it, become a better basketball team from it.
All right, so 70-49 is our final score. Not sure if we're going to have a coach come up and talk with us tonight or not. I tell you what, we'll just go ahead and take a break, and if we do, great. If not, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up after we return right after this on 18 WJTS.
Providing news, sports, interviews, meetings, and presentations, community events, information, and local resources to you. All from the comfort of where you choose to watch, read, or listen. Whether you're at home, at work, or on the go, we'll be there for you. 18 WJTS. Local people watching local people and more.
All right, back once again here at New Albany High School. Coach John Gable's joining us tonight. 70-49 was the final score, John, and obviously a rough night for the Wildcats here in New Albany, but there's a lot of positives you can put into this, right? I mean it. I mean, obviously, it was just we ran into a hell of a ball club tonight.
They're really good, and they're one of the top-ranked teams in the state, and there's a reason for it. What I'm disappointed about is we started the game with a deer in the headlights look. We just seem scared, and I don't like that. But it's also hard to be too upset because we were clearly outmanned.
Right.
And I thought we dug ourselves in a big hole early, and it looked like it was going to be an embarrassingly ugly game. And really, we were down 33-18 at halftime, Carey, and we missed some really good looks. And I really think it should have been more of a 33-25 game. And I think it's a little bit different at that point. But the odds of coming in here tonight and winning were small. We just wanted to make strides and get better. And some of the things we did tonight, like you said, there were some positive things that we did. We didn't go away, and we got some easy buckets, and we put some pressure on them, and we got to run a little bit of a zone defense that we haven't done much this year that we call Raven. But overall, they had too many weapons and too much speed, and we weren't anywhere near good enough to be competitive.
Well, like I said, they have a lot of weapons. I mean, there's no clear about it, no question about it. With Noah Washington, 26 points, but still, I mean, they had some of the quickest players I've seen in a long time out of a high school, and a team they were relative. They're very young. So
yeah, I think they're ranked 6th in 4A, and they really should be higher than. I think they had 3 tough losses to some of the bigger teams in Indiana. So you can't take anything away from them. If you try to take away the paint, they're going to hit threes. If you go out and guard them on the perimeter, they're going to go around you and get the ball in the paint. And if you turn the ball over or there's a long rebound, they're going to go the other way with numbers. And they're playing at a different level than we are right now. There's no doubt about it. And what you saw tonight really is the difference between 4A basketball at the state level and 3A basketball.
Right.
Just by leaps and bounds, just a different type of athleticism.
No question about that. But John, I mean, what the heck? Well, I mean, it's time to, we move on. Like I said, the positives I look at is that you're playing a team that it's a level that they're at, and it only makes you better down the road, especially when come March.
It's a good measuring stick. It's a good measuring stick to see how we can match up against really, really talented teams. And I think one of the things that's also disappointed is we wanted to come in and be patient offensively and make them work a little bit. But then all of a sudden, you're down 15 points, and it's hard to do that. And then at that point, you have to start taking some open shots. And so that the mission of shortening the game didn't last very long.
Absolutely.
And that's the New Albany's credit. They just shot the ball really, really well.
Right. I mean, exactly. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm sure. Maybe the deer in the headlights, as you put it, but that's one thing. But they're they're just a heck of a ball club, and no question about it. But it's time to move on. We got obviously the weird week, as I always call it here, with girls sectional coming up. So as a result, we got Bar Reeve on Thursday night and Heritage Hills on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and those are always 2 tough games for us as well. And so we're looking forward to those games. And I think obviously we'd be remiss without mentioning that we were without Riley Floyd tonight, and that makes a difference. I don't think it makes a 25-point difference, but it makes a difference. And because he was injured late in the Du Bois game, but he should be back Thursday night, we're hoping.
I was going to ask the prognosis on that. It was a neck injury, I understand? Or?
Yeah, and he was told that he could play tonight, and we could see how it felt, but we just didn't feel like it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
We need him at tournament time. We don't need him for the New Albany game, and that's where the decision was made. That's
exactly what Jason and I were talking about after we heard about the injury. We knew whatever the extent of it was. But, so, as we said, we move on next week. We got Bar Reeve on Thursday, Heritage Hills, 2 tough ball clubs that are again, the different styles of what they have as well, too. So it should be interesting to see how we respond.
Yeah, and, our focus right now is going to be on Bar Reeve. That's where we're going. We have to go there Thursday night, and then we have Heritage Hills coming to our place on Saturday afternoon. And, we're 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the teams we've lost to, that include teams like Evansville Bossy and Princeton and Evansville North and now tonight New Albany and then Boonville in the first game of the year. I don't have it in front of me, but the combined records of those teams that we lost to is pretty good.
Absolutely.
We haven't really just lost to anybody, but now we want to become the team that beats some of those better teams on our schedule.
Absolutely.
And we have. We've beaten Gibson Southern. We've beaten Corydon Central. Those teams are ranked ahead of us in 3A, and we've had some quality wins.
Absolutely.
And we've swept the county.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah.
If you'd have told me a few years ago that we beat Vincennes and beat Washington and sweep the county and people wouldn't know about it, I wouldn't have believed it.
No, absolutely. That's true. All right, well, John, like I said, we'll go ahead and let you guys hit the road, and as we do ourselves. We'll look forward to Thursday night as we head up to Davies County to take on Bar Reeve. So
we'll be there.
All right, very good.
Gary.
Thank you, John. John Gable with us here on the post game. The final score: Jasper falls to the New Albany Bulldogs by the score of 70-49. As we've already alluded to a couple of times here, the Cats' next ball game will be on Thursday night this week, as it is girls sectional week, and as a result, Thursday night the Cats will take on the Bar Reeve Vikings at Bar Reeve at 7:30 Du Bois County time, and that game you can be seen here on 18 WJTS on Friday night at 8 o'clock. Before Saturday's game, Saturday afternoon matinee against the Heritage Hills Patriots back at the JHS Gym. That game will tip off at 2:30 Du Bois County time. You can see it next Sunday at 1 o'clock here on 18 WJTS. For Jason Stamm, Jeremy Marcos, and Coach John Gable, I'm Carey Schneider saying so long from New Albany.
The preceding was a special presentation of 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball on WJTS is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, Du Bois County Tire, Ubalor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota, and 18 WJTS, a DC broadcasting company. Thank you for watching.